declare a state of emergency. They say Omaimu galamsey no said the akwaduro no on declare state of emergency. The tosu emienu and say a year license ahodo ya amanfo ede mining ewo a year pomu meka a forest reserve mu and afi baby a any kwan say a year mining no on revoke those licenses and no enso a year ade bakwa almost sign a day at 2 edwa enso oho ena almost sign a day at 2 edwa say enei aban enhwe na nyema afefa aye mining ho a tere entwe yi nyina no eno so onni ehu adwuma eno so ewohan ma bedi ho enkomo na ensem beto dwai aban etonsa efre organized labor ede ensem ahodo eto wanim se enei enka woni omo nyina enka mum na omo hwe kwan a omo betimi ede galamsey anase illegal mining no ede afaso de niam num ena ede to wanim the dikan ene se a commitment by the government to revoke the Environmental Protection Mining in Forest Reserve Regulation 2023 LI 2462 when Parliament reconvenes. The Parliament is a legislative instrument, a 2462 no, aban say obemo amwahwe na omo eyi e de free ho. The tosubiu intensify enforcement of laws prohibiting mining in water bodies and forest reserve with the reaffirmation that these areas will remain red zone for all forms of mining. Nese a name obeshemo kena emra ohonoma emma kwan se yetu aye gold ibi ewo yensumu ene ye forest reserve obeshemo emra na ohon obeshemo kena na afei wasan esisupi se ye bebia eni so bia koho na okodisa adwuma no de tosumiensa empowering law enforcement agencies to eliminate illegal mining activities from these protected zones. Nafi wama wamwa sebi omo boban na omo eboye ho eban ne omo hwese mra eye adwuma no wama mbra no emu ayedin na wasan amomo akade sebe ya omo betimi akọ na wammo a omo di sa adwuma no ewo bia sebi ye mo kwan se wo mu enie no omo etu omo so sa de to so 9 cooperation between the Attorney General and the Chief Justice to ensure the swift adjudication of illegal mining cases. Na say one Attorney General and a Chief Justice Nyabeka bom na afọ mahwe kwan befa so a omo asabi omo afa kwoti kwan so akwakotu a form agudie ewo baby eni se omutu no na so ma mfa kwan paso entu no no omo bedi omo asem tentem na eno yebu omo anase yade eho emuaye no ede abade toso enum ne support for a pact for all presidential candidates to commit to depoliticizing the fight against illegal mining. Na wasan ahemukina se enei entokwa na yekono enye aban oteso nko na yekono enti sa na beye dia na won a enei wogina ba ya to a won so aba so mampani nyina na form san kwose kratase se enya dia onde kwa koye amanyo esem eno eye ensem no bia ekoso eho na organized labor ede atudwa se aban from de ene omudi nkomo nanso enye demands omo kan no ena ban ede atom nti nyame adoma hwebe wochina echi se aban anye omo demands no ho bibia womo de omo nade ebegu fom na omo ayoyo kire ede akire anase omo ede tia ban se de aban ye no womo emfuaso na ensem betodwa ena ekobia ye from concern organized labor exit there be a organized labor enamo no eho etro na se asema ba ewosenka omnemu nyina ahia na omudidi omho enkomo ansa no betu anamo bia omatu de to so bienu ede ben solution ena organized labor ede abenti enei omo esusu se aban entu saa anamon we eye ensema ono so ede atu edwa ewo ho nti omo no se omo eni omo ntena se enyo joy nti saa eye demonstration strike na organized labor econo womo enkobi Samafo any Dr. Solomon Fokio. Okasai yanko nienti ensema Dr. Solomon Fokio ekayeno ebi.
The tea jina ha na se ye ba ya mu nyina be kan ye ho ne se ene be bi ko so Ghana ha ye nyina ye ninje ho ye bompa ye de ahodin tech se be ya saa nyama ne betwa ono na mo frɛ no illegal mining ni twi be ye o mo mutu e fom sika emfa kwan pa so o mo se ye nsuo ne ye kwaye ne ne ma bebre no ye nyina ye ninje ho ye nyina de ahodin ne boa se de be ya saa nyama no etu betwa okọ America for no disika bebre awura mu e fight say illegal migrants ne saa nyama no nyina to betwa still be cost de ba no ntere say America for no be declare sorry say labor unions say declare say America obi ankwa adwuma de ye penny for e from labor organized labor say disorganized labor no keka no ye mbi etutwi aso mikra me nim wo mpo I have been a member. And I say that I have members me almost 20 years now in good standing. Me who am da obi ama ho bebu say bibia. Yete won also mo say a free time for kono ye nkwa adwuma ye de nema be go fom. La obi ntim men kan kire no say me family no go fom. Omra fom no mekiretre mu de enti a wo say ma ye nkwa adwuma. Omfa road map om de ato ho de ama aban ani so. Omfo no so metudwa. Om say nkire suggestions on ma aban say omfa we so because ye wa academia de you don't Omunfa sa nneema no entudwa man yenhunu say aban ya ma suggestions A B C D why ni so and the way is not this dia nneema no to ebetwa it is why ndi so dia ono na ultimate catch say strike should be the last resort aban ya trans almost 8 good years ni it is aka 8 weeks now say 8 weeks in there so you know so the solver there's something wrong somewhere Americano no organize or disorganized labor Americano as o declare strike in say anyone bibi text kakra na twitwiri ageno no ye ntiase ye nim ba bi o manage ni free e bi no mo keka so o mo kogigi bibi ye di hunu but o mo ya ma ye bi age edi ye ka kire o mo nese o mo mra ye campuses omo mra no mo ne nyina bedi nkomo no mo nkyerɛkyerɛ niema mu ne enso yɛmfa suggestion mra saa ne fa so declare strike e wo Ghana ha e wo university mu nyina saa ne declare strike anytime person declare strike no top no gye a omo de ba fom e be kyerɛkyerɛ mu anase fom
Dr. Solomon Kwatin ono yakasamafo edema concern organized labor omo enedin sem tudwa na ensem kroye yanko Ghana Medical Association omo penipa ni din ede Dr. Frank Serbo ode atudwa se omo organized labor ena ehwia bom de nanso se de modwuma no etie no nyade omo no ometimi edwomodwuma no ho se omo enhwe enyi enkwa ode ensem atudwa yanko ni entie Dr. Frank Serbo ensem no na yemra.
That we should embark on industrial action. This directive, I must say, that GMA had no input. We were not called. I wasn't in the meeting, but had this critical decision. Hopefully, I was expecting that at least somebody should have picked the phone and give me a call to indicate that this is the decision that we have decided to take. I only saw the notice of the industrial action, just as all of you did see. I decided to ignore it, but then it popped up on our council page. So I said, there is no harm. After all, we all don't like galamsey. So if there is an issue that is coming up as far as galamsey is concerned, we need to address it. So I decided to call each and every individual council member and ask him whether we should join this industrial action or not, or her, whether we should join this industrial action or not. We have 21 council members, some representing junior doctors, some representing the Dental Association, some representing the Society of Private Medical and Dental Practitioners. When I finished tallying the results of the opinion of the various council members, 5 people indicated we should join the strike. 1 abstained. 15 said no, we shouldn't join. But that was on Thursday. So I said, look, if we should issue this out right now, we may deflate the momentum that organized labor has gathered. So let's hope and see, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe the issue will be resolved. In holding, before I could say that over the weekend, there was a leak from the council platform indicating to the whole world that we have virtually taken a decision that we're not joining the strike. Since then, there has been a lot of commentaries. Let me take this opportunity to inform all of you that Ghana Medical Association doesn't support galamsey. We think that there are pragmatic ways of dealing with it. There is no way I can plunge this association into a strike with no end in sight, because the strike that organized labor is declaring is indefinite. Again, 3 weeks from today, we have our annual general conference. You are in a conference as medical superintendents today. If I declare a strike, and even though council has said no, I'm sure all of you have to run back to your various facilities to go and quench the fire that will be erupting there. I would like to take this opportunity to inform all of you, I know the press is here, that Ghana Medical Association is not joining the strike. We will not embark on a strike action, but we do, in solidarity, actually share some of the sentiments that organized labor have expressed. We will find our own way of dealing with the issue and not go along with the tide of putting this country in jeopardy 2 months for elections.
Dr. Frank Sebo ono ene president edema Ghana Medical Association ena otise ode omonso afamu edie aba. Awiyafo no nya tenase na menkona moma kwaba na yenhye nkomotwetwe no ase. Alex Asafojei, medium friend Kwaku Asafojei. Kwaku, good evening. Na wako there.
Nyaminadum.
Nyame ase pa. Sanso na Raphael Osewusu ono enso oko atwoma Ngwabieja North MPP ono ye chochofo at the moment. Raf, good evening.
Good evening, K.
Na wako there.
Nyaminadum boko. So we there.
Nyaminadum sume. Because of Oje a communicator at the National Democratic.
Don't say my first time I met to say Kwaku or Brofudi.
Oza.
News of Christian Day. Still I dream when we were dreaming.
Ah. Wagwantiana. Ufino. Anyway, me asa come to train say na yenko the albatross of galamsey. Is it the way to go? A kwanya betimi ediesiano. Any strike action by organized labor. Organized labor in a can be. Tinka shut Ghana down on 10th of October. Na dear etie and so I don't know. Right. Ma mensha se enfem free Kwaku Asafojei na yenhwe. The issue of illegal mining and how to fight it.
Okay. Kodi medase. Ma memfa akwanya yusu na menchiao. Na memfa nchia emudu so mfa mahwefo nyina. Na memfa nchia PC so mfa ma NDC for majibra mo hwe o Kessben TV. Ene Kessben FM. Na asem we on baaye no. Eduba bia na ehu kura bom na mesi afem se enti Ghana ha no kre na asan na say ye nipa ne mpenika because ohwe asem na eda ho na e plain we nya asem a ke wo de o se ye de wada ba bia atwa ye ho edikan ye betena ha enne e wo Kessben kasafidie so ena ye se Ghana nsuo nyina ani ate say small scale mining industry no ya regulating ye ama bibia ya reclaiming lands yense yefuo yense nsuo a ke wo di kan hwan ne de ho abasobode be ma no enye Ghana mampani anka MPP me no kasei ka ehye omubuku mu omakutire ya ba bi omubeko bi omubonto a omeka se mutu abamaye na de ba ko ya timia ya aboa Ghana ne se ne ye ba ye mining sector hono ya timia ya ma na gina brane enu nti monhwe so na monsa amaye nto aso anaka odi meboa anka obebo ka ewodi wudi ana so obebo o producer akua PSC ana Jo Mahamadin say we dey your man asem nti se maye na ye ya Jo Mahama so ye na nase obeka se ye na Mahama se certainly no So if issue we aba KOD na omampani na ntimi anye bibi ama ya ba bedrum pempen so we a I was saying nyina yeti ase say we will lay the blame squarely at the doorstep of Akufo-Addo and his government.
Okay.
In doing so no emma obi emma ne nyete say obi asay asem no emma ne nyete say ye politicize asem no ena nwuma me no tie beyond the fact say yeti a me ne ye ya no ba ya ahwefo so tie de ye ka no. Can you order the arrest of anybody in the mining area? Can you order the arrest of anybody?
Minister to me no.
Exactly the point. The very people na yedi to me na mo be fight ya mayen no are the politicians. Omampani no na create operation Vanguard. To me sa to me no wo bi. Enya minister mo na ehwe so ehwe sector. Enti the very people who are managing omo ye clothed with the power. Awo betimi aka say ade we empunu ade we me empunu no. They themselves are politicians. Enti se me ba betena ha na me ka asem no a it doesn't make asem na ye kan say ma be politicizing no. Because who na wo tin chen out as for ja politicizing no. Who need to me bia. The ono betimi ama bibia stopping no. It's a politician. Omo na ya to aba with the secure knowledge say ye the ban boni ye bibia so. If I read constitution article 50 article 2576 etre se Ghana ye form agudie na ye bibia no. Ye de ni nyina hye omampani nsa so onhwe na omo ho ban na chese bi ehun bibia ewo ne nsem enti se ono ne de ama no so onhwe na omo ho ban na se ne atete apansam akewodi. Who do we blame? But enewutimi who professors, doctors, asofo, and they sit on TV and on radio argument of making no sebi man to me one here be use it doesn't make sense one bit. One of them is oh and aka 2 months am ya koto aba and nkrofo bi any media houses bi akofa galamsey asema ba na aban wa jimi say 2 months no na nka akoto ana ma no alusu ana and the MPP for no so asoso and ye adwen say be fight ade na kwakubu an ye bibia de na mo anche se kwakubu an ko kan asem bi ebu mra ana say asem bi a ema o man koso a ade na manfo amamra na ndi no na manche no any one side. Okay. Number 2, they claim say omulusu galamsey sites galamsey constituencies in the regions enya no kre
omulusu
ahifa Christian we value omokan go and check the records. NDC are transfer 4 times or transfer 3 times a sita swing even though mining or obosi a mining area o ma rene manso kwanta kura na mo se prof kwa mo ni nya issues no o ma rene manso adubia o ma rene check western region areas na no see asem na o mo kan mo push o mo let them back it with facts.
So you mean to say a mere rhetorics and no more
making. Na ye too a good year wo ha almost say because of the fight they lost. Oko intentanke no so kra na kwadwo upon kroma is reported to have said they lost seats bebre almost by 20 but enya no kra.
I see.
Anything I say but be a mine pa no eastern region, western region, Ashanti region baby I win a card the near what that down a new adubiase KOD new adubiase a MPP seat
there be a swing
eti and open a beca train near what that down and a yenya 4 eti in Ashanti region and him found no fighting galamsey omulusu.
I see.
No say
a need a home no more
or my kind of media for be pushing
just open some just in the home no more person with the cover galamsey.
Exactly the point and mamingusa yet to krum hey. And I am fan say I'm robbery at TTC. Senka ye pon kra wo kofi o yam hihyew. Ya obi ya ade betim yes ya bo we tu o ha ya robbery we wo ha daylight robbery ya robbery bank we ya yese kwamukafo ma adwadifo ma ekofa no ma ya robbery o mo ya yese enanti yese o mampani ye ne to aba ma. The way robbery cost wa ye wu no. Je bibi fa ho. O si 2 months me koye bibi a nipa na me ni gina abato no ye do mahama benya advantage anwana am robbers na koto aba ma. Because I'm robbers in the doors of kakra. And because of fighting robbery, Emma on Crawfordia Sumje, etimi yo maduma, etimi da in pizza, obi bekwa kwatwa madom hamanti, on Crawfordia, all because of the power that you want. Is that what we are telling ourselves? Yen so aye polluted. Yen so aye poison. Comfort not to children's ward or home for baby and intensive care unit. And necromancy said medical doctor Bako Kasa about it. A Colabian is aye 5, aye 3. Obi wa na no ho nyina enam bia ni ho. Cleft na ye nim dada na bi wa na no ho nyina nam bia ni ho. Obi wo kra ne nsa unhu se ye nsa unhu se ye nan. These are the things happening to us. Only say only this week. And you say Ghana for your vegetables in your normal be a exporting yen. Almost here in San Farmer back because of metals, any poisonous a year woo. So aren't we worried? So nobody is safe. A child said Makokra would do with you, no safe. Tomatoes are would do with you, safe. So it has gotten to this level. Say, what also think crying, what it trasako, safe because they are obedient. They make a what I say. And a sound crow for no ana, or mutu abama o Ghana mampani, every to me ma on say. But the idea do mampani as sell ye be found. At least suspend and organized labor demand no. I'm for that confusion. No. Obviously suspend the mining will be and so will be and Yanka said the entire man is okay. That is not what organized labor is saying. Yes, but be a suwa wana. I polluted. Say Nippon or lines into any lines to stop on. Okay. At least in so many tier, then we can have another round table discussion about it. Is that too much? In
Shomokrade, there's no way I buy releases and that's why my license to mine.
Na se na ban kra na failure. Ade your friend galamsey. Ye illegal mining. Yes, am ban.
Debi.
What is obi akole for ban say ban stealing that. And I say ban medada.
So then you be calling for about some men saying
Titles Global can Wadrum TV say the whole problem is that it is their own people who are involved. Titles Global or your government appointee. Akufuado penasem ye pa. One appointment be 2 times. I'm here sure we deep party him or did dim time in your rough. Only last week he sat on TV and openly admitted say the fight against illegal mining has been difficult because it is their own people. One crop for no NAA no. Yenim KOD me no yentimi pretend see yenim. Ye wo video me obi wa pa me send am. Professor Frimpong Boatin na mu kra no ye chairman of the interministerial committee no. MPP mpanifo akọ office video nya audio no aka se obi a doctor. Ene ne discuss say me ne John Boadu ba ha. And I na ka se party nya sika enti e wo se yetimi ma ye microphone ye galamsey no ne mine no odi to mu wan deny video ho e ko usini journalist na no se obeye anti galamsey yi no enkomo about gabi yatini na so ade no enye hidden asem no da ho ensuo ni nie ye ka ho asem but Ghana for usual of us yama politics a chemu di onim no kura ne pese obeka why this report anya hwe kura hwe we Minerals Commission for 30th September 2022. Omo press release on Akonta mining. We Minerals Commission, we Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Abra Akonta mining ko wura tan on the forest nim. Omo ba be ka say ye ma wuntumi Akonta mining no to me be as omo wura ho. But now about wura. Clearly what did the president do? Today the president is saying say it is not on only duty, so be arrested a man for. But it was his duty to speak and clear Akonta mining. Tama wo minister kasa Akonta mining boom raso. Tama wo Minerals Commission kasa Akonta mining boom raso. And not it was your duty. You mounted the platform, use your opportunity and say Akonta mining nya bonibia. Now unikroma now clear Akonta mining. Even before the investigation of the Minerals Commission or the Lands Commission, when they have adduced evidence to show say Akonta mining boom raso, you were defending them. What they are not doing China. Ofa a year Professor Frimpong Boatin report we. Ofa the report we are. Oko page 13. Page 13. Tie. Opeso tie asem na sia. We page 13 paragraph 6. Activities of Operation Vanguard tie. Or say Operation Vanguard that consisted of men from the army and police service was charged with controlling illegal activities at the mining centers. When the soldiers when the soldiers were withdrawn from Operation Vanguard on 16th March 2019 due to complaints by small-scale miners, mainly from the MPP stock, the police detachment took over the entire Operation Vanguard. That is when things deteriorated. This is Professor Frimpong Boatin, who was the chairman of the interministerial committee
or say MPP for small scale miners in 2019 and the bay they say Operation Vanguard for harding enti yan withdraw omo e ma ye withdraw omo ampampa and a car police for a free walk on and a normal say besi ne. This is Professor Frimpong Boateng, who was in charge of environment and science and technology, no na chairman of the interministerial committee. Me also the over page 12 of the same report. I am na MPP for nam and I foreigners and NDC for form. I want to prove something to you. Page 12, paragraph 4. Or say, throughout our struggle with illegalities in the... Please allow me to read it, so I'll make it. Okay. So yes, I will disrupt me. You can't be talking to the host whilst I am doing my presentation.
Yes,
on paragraph, and who are you the time monitor?
After you just address me.
So on paragraph 4, I say throughout our struggles with illegalities in the small-scale mining sector, what baffled me was the total disregard of the president's commitment to protect the environment. I can state without any equivocation that many party officials, from national to the unit committee levels, had their friends, their personal assistants, their agents, their relatives, financiers, or relatives engaged in illegal mining. Now, I will say, most of them engage Chinese working for them. I am not referring to party people who had their legitimate concessions and were mining sustainably as they were instructed to do. These are appointees in the Jubilee House that are doing or supporting illegal mining or interfering with the fight against the menace. Examples are Lord Comey, Charles Nite Etego, and Frank Asiedu Bekwin, aka Protozwa. This is the report of the Interministerial Committee Chairman, Professor Frimpong Boateng. Everybody, at least yati audios and videos, so I bought Gabi Muninadi, Yaboko Kuba, Komoni Anas Muninadi, Keodi, and Ukranswa.
Yada festival.
I'll be Medibabes, Keodi, and Ukranswa. Over page 29 of the same report. TA, or say, the impunity in the Eastern region is exemplified by near unbelievable activity in Chebi. I had a telephone call from Mr. Eric Antwi of the Office of the President, and he narrated that the youth organizer of the MPP in Chebi was excavating for gold in the field close to the house of His Excellency, the President of the Republic. When we checked, it was true. Indeed, part of the garden of the President had been affected. Apparently, the President didn't know about this, which I disagree, because President Biaufi security war.
Okay.
We quickly dispatched a bulldozer and an excavator to the area to reclaim the land and vegetate it. And later, no said that man's entrophobic call. The report itself says, "Omuti and omudi excavator and bulldozer corrected, but be another didier drone." So, oko later, what do you see?
All right.
Omunashina misiform. Omunashina Uben organizer came for. Oman question the machine say oil illegal mining. Orafi, check jet to the machine say or illegal mining. So at least there is evidence say on one crop only be a apart from 500 excavators in Iran. Dear na kwa usika farm. Dear na Professor Frimpong Boateng kafarm. And the regime excavators kwa musizi yese. Modify te galamsey no. Ewia say yese mo am crop on san tam etonton ye. Wa would unia centronia no OP settlement. Ni statement now will make your police station say.
Just no. For one of
meba. Ke the source me ready. Enti me ready. E wa ha statement report.
We are Mabusa just 2 questions, then you wrap up.
Oh, bet me Mabusa me what I'm looking for.
Enti what can I say? Now I said the evidence thing against MPP. Does it mean said there was no NDC man in the galamsey issue?
Mameka asem. Say you to me e say on sa me NDC.
Okay.
Wo de we journalist. Why na yedi tumi amane say omo ye ho ban.
Na say bi also nim said the oye na nye na so ko ya.
Na NDC ni bokro no aye nche no.
Ye che no.
NDC ni kum nipa aye nche.
Ye che no.
Ade na NDC ni koye illegal mining a wonche. Is that an excuse?
Okay.
The fact say KOD ye illegal mining o se menche no. Ade oye adwuma wo Kessben is that a reasonable excuse?
No.
NDC ni ya che no.
Okay.
KOD ni ya KOD ya.
Neutral person ya che no.
PSC ya che no. Because Ghana e de ye ban bo nyina hye wo mampani ni sa. Ye bo ho ka o ka so Operation Vanguard ya ma musika. Galam stop. Sa software ni ya bo ho ka. Ye bo ho ka wo
drones are to ekura ye.
Exactly the point. So political declaration mam.
All right.
Enu ti na bidi kan ka se kwaku bu an koka bibi baby no it's not about politics. Yen so say nkola ye wo mo bag with deformities.
Okay.
Ade na ekoso na ye tantamount to genocide.
All right.
Ebe kakra se nso sia. But unim ba bi efri wani we enhu metas e wom. Tomatoes are what they hear and quite with you poison a womb. So
do you agree with Aban say Munina Monsign peace pact? Monsign a friend saying galamsey pact.
Why they demand the taman?
Aban?
Yeah, consultant to government.
No.
Is there any guarantee NDC is going to take over?
No.
And now my Jatum says Mahama Neba. Is Mahama the only person contesting the election?
No, was it all presidential candidates?
Argentina was on mobile. That is an admission of failure. Entina me busa will say. Say it here, and na Ghana and so nyina river play aniati, ofin aniati, river densu aniati, and yaba betina na Kufuor ka say because of semetina fighting galamsey, ama Ghana and so nyina aniati ama ye mining sector na sanitize no. Eti ehun abasobode no akua don ko beje odie jo mahama beje sana nke besi.
Anyway, thank you.
Also answer me wo ebeboa.
Oh, that is
no ma ye positive na nke yete ha. Anka sam crofo emetena meka say ye ba ye no hwe so nto aba mai.
Abeti fellow Ghanaians.
Esi say next say omo na wo power na ye ditumi ama wo mo. Na say wo faili ama wa point is abeje atum omo the report abase mo am crofo na ye galamsey no. And that is the only way you can fight it. Right? Konongo Accra road member mercy for 30 seconds. Konongo kwan this one on your left eyi omo ye galamsey wo kwan no. Say me NDC nia obenya kokodro in an MPP dominated constituency to say Konongo. So ye galamsey in the full glare of the public. Why?
Right. Thank you very much. But that one there, if it's a citizen, that's why I have
then this government is very useless, and that is why they have to be booted out.
Thank you very much. Raf. Organized labor say almost sorry to our buying because why you're hanging am I use you as say.
It's really not about how loud and how big you shout.
Me pacho Jan Manenkasa, me pacho.
Don't even come in.
Me pacho Jan Manenkasa as of pacho.
Even before he starts, maybe in Canada, but on the buy. What's that? Is all
do what I'm
saying?
Oh, can't tell me.
Oh, can I catch me a by food?
I have on air. On air. You want it. The man. My uncle. Ralph, you go.
Kill the about 8:40.
But you're not at time. They trust me. Oh, they trust me.
Kill the young for, especially my constituency. Atman will be a jam off. Me PC, Ralph Frankie Boa. And I feel the original chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Bernard and Tribusiaco. Chairman won't to me. He would baby will be a Michiano. And I'm say the incoming first lady, and so what town. Haji Samira or town. And the Ochina, a Bishan fair. Na you know, I have Buma Comencia. The party faithful singing I wish you will be out. Kodi, every day so bo. Dr. Shebo interview granted. I saw Mukoshi say no more twaba. Say any person the force. Say democratic dispensation. So mostly you use the majority rule regulation. I think the part of those saying the G2 say omonko demonstration.
Omonko strike.
Say the G2. I said 3. And a 15 is there. And a back abstain here. Until you got to about organized labor. Democratic dispensation, organized labor. Near Kotoba 15 say.
GMA.
But
you just allow it. Please. So just
please.
Oh, please. Otherwise, just keep quiet.
Don't do
that. Also, when organized labor met.
No. I say I'm council. I say GMA council. GMA initiate. And you organized labor. GMA council and you organized labor, so don't misinform the public.
So among GMA members, they decided say they will not even take part. And the man, almost bedroom someone take part in the say. What say in Su SSA? Your foreign reserves are keep for years. Ghana for you na kopasimra. Says who be here say Ghana be use foreign reserve na. Yen use. organized labor say ehun hia samra na pass e no hu hia enti aban be ka bibi kira o manfo aban say e fiti na eko me set up task force military task force again ensuo na mo se o mo say no omo koso they are going to drive obia or illegal mining
no so train mom be kasa.
This is where we are now. It's better late than never. It's better late than never. That's how you come here. And you go be and fight galamsey. Because Mel started it and went to me, Yejaye. Mahama started it and went to me, Yejaye. We are calling for ceasefire. When MPP came to power, they said, no reading report. Paragraph 12, no 10. Was it? Even though the president is committed, so he admitted the president is committed. What did the president do? After a series of warning, let's stop galamsey. Ijai. Then Ghana, so baby training miners. You mad? Was Yanko suya mining? And what do I say? Okay, the infamous also the famous statement made by me of Adwenkyere Owusu, shoot to kill. I didn't Ghana for cry. Satam no. Ghana is labor. I didn't know cry. Everybody insulted the man. So now we are talking of. So in some years to come, is that not what we are talking about?
But was it right to say they should?
Is that so? Was it right for people to go in there?
No, was it right?
Was it right for people to go on there? Was it right?
That statement.
Was it right for people to go on the stream?
So don't you think that Kemrani is Shemukine man? Asanya Manu see.
Tam Benny and Shemra.
No, is it
Tam Benny and Shemra?
Emrana Yetuma.
Tam Benny Ghana Emra Bain and he say about some phobia there. Do people still take it?
And the law deals with them.
Yes. So those that have been caught, the law has done that with them. Who? And your mama is telling us,
hold on.
The law is dealing with them. The people who are they are in prison for engaging in illegal mining. Then you read your mama say, Oba release you. The masters are there. And now, where mu na year adwuma Godi. Yeti Kumasi has say, trot do saying, and no more mukine omo dia. Da ben no committee offense a, ye kwate trot ra. Yeti Kumasi ha. Trot for enam has say ya. Say bia wan pack ye, wan gina ye.
Yeti omo da bia.
Ye kwate master kwate.
Hold on.
Yeti omo. Recently
I thought you said when I was
just allow him to say Pacho.
Omo engage in illegal mining. The laws are dealing with them. Omo ayachi omo ebi wo prison. And unti na Jomama say oba obeja omo. And a dream be na church dey also obeja omo. Was say mpanyfuo bi and a share chiri and nkwa no na. That the question that I'm asking is say omo twi trotro Kumasi. Say omo go against the road laws and regulations no. Ni echi omo. Omo ne deal with them and now say the punishment ne body or talk.
It depends on the oil involved in the punishment. Say trotro ra no. And the catcher and the driver say, Fakobo chrono, near Pomo Mochinkone, but China can be.
What for run the catcher?
Of course. If there are evidence to show how
so if there's evidence to show, say, open the search, they do it.
Of course.
And they went to court. Where were those evidence? Where were those evidence?
Nankam pese me boa with practical
example.
I lost
no.
Vicarious liability.
I'm not a loss today. So leave me to do my. So the SN say Ghana ni be anywhere. They need to say yes, Ghana. But you see, say a bear politically motivated. Now, Kofobi Koshe. Any PBH. Say, baby, I had druid here. This is what we can do to know the government. Then lie minds. Oh, can't ask him. A bystander would decide. say enipa na yes ye protect women in the next 10 years no. And ye declare strike. You declare strike now. Next a doctor so woman ko adwuma. Kodi, amafo be wo. Eti nipa na ye protect women 10 years time no. We are killing them today. Doesn't make sense to anybody. Your man, your organized labor says CIA declare strike here. Public schools, go school. But some conform no mu di ani mu so na yem pay for organized labor no. Man akoko international schools. And it will never affect them. Some na me yare na me go hospital. Na say doctors and nurses e do want to strike ni mu. It will affect me. But some conform no be private hospitals, it will never affect them. And we know them. It dear no more pen. I buy a car to them. What's it NCBR? Parliament is coming from recess. He is making all arrangements to revoke that law that was made there. It allowed for us to go into reserves.
Who said the demands of organized labor no it
has been satisfied. It has been satisfied. Our demands is saying and so.
I'm saying state of emergency.
We have laws. And when do we declare state of emergency? When do we declare state of emergency? What say saying so? What say setting up security task force? Omu konsuoso obi a wo ye won suoso bia no omu ko driving them away. Obi a forest reserve bia yen driving them away. Because Aban will never give license to anybody to go and operate a won suoso. That has been resolved. I say mana mo say emrana and na mama for ko forest reserve ni mo. Aban I'm revoking it. So these concerns have been addressed. It's a dear deal na no more pay. Say na intent ni no say we are dying. We are going on strike. That's why some members of Oma fraternity no they be about and you played one of them. And me, for instance, I have friends I almost say, positive defiance. We will defy this. Because it does not make any sense to anybody. So your demands have been met. What's the change? Make us strike. It's just an intent be. Actually, my brother, say you're solving in there. Now in the next 30 years, NDC bar, a problem has been solved. Now they are going back for it. It concertedly, you bomb me solve. It worked out.
What is the way forward?
But sir, the way forward is that let's take out the political coloration. Holistically, let's sit as Ghanaians and solve it by telling people who are engaged in illegal ones to delete. Now, sir,
just telling them or acting on them.
Sir, no, you see, my cat has me water. There are some people who takes Nkofobi in quote. So whatever they say, I don't know more. If they're papa, a bonnet,
say to your mind, Mrasentiano.
I don't know more. And my mouth clear example said there are laws on stealing, but still people steal. And even though people know, say, laws where we ho, mining, so. But so to one mona pre will be open president Eddie. So the money, Yachima, me ba, me jimo.
Then you should have taken that person on.
You take which people on? I was expecting you as a journalist to take him on.
No. Mati say onipana kasem. It is a summer.
What did they charge no? What did they charge no?
Hey, Obiako kase. Munkoye na meba me yimo. Eno nye enough in
my friends. Mo mu na meba me yimo. It will be any so be.
And so you take the person.
You take him on.
Take the person to.
On what charge?
If I make a statement here.
By what charge?
If it's criminal. Good.
If it's criminal. Don't come in. But what it is saying you be national officer. And will be on her in Sasso. Echo galamsey site. That's what could you not say, Papa Wayne. On the fence has seen in a house. MPP for a person mujai, Namanu and a bomb. Montua Banama NDC. ya ba ya papa we obetwi transase na kese amam no ogino no osre. It urged some people on to keep on doing it.
Okay.
And can't them say mra ya mra because mra but people are still saying going against the laws. So if you have political party, not for votes are all plenty, or urging the sympathizers on, then it becomes difficult. Because of or no ne power person or benti. And to say a person solve it there. Ghana for you say it has become a national canker. Yenfa politics in Tonche. Let's come together holistically. Ebini can say, pa. Mahama is quoted somewhere. Or can say, if you ban it, galamsey, and there will be a lot of youth unemployment. It should be gradual.
Okay.
So let's halt it now. No? Does he support that? Let's halt it now. Is it not the same gradual approach? And the MPP government is taking. Me say obi saying so I have a problem. But me problem ne say obi negligence and obi mistake nti. Obi kowu. We don't bundle everything together and say because this area obi negligence obi awunti obi should not operate in there. The best thing to do is that engage illegal MSR distractions. Let's fix them out. Whereas we also bring in the moral aspect. When we tell ourselves, say, this future belongs to us, we should forget about the politicians and let's fight to protect this environment for our future. That's what we are all advocating for.
Okay.
But say, yes, obi ko jina konti, no akohunu nsuo no, no asabe jina fo busase. You are talking about MPP for Omoye Galamsey. Kechayere no. I've forgotten the constituency. When Grandma, the vice NDC.
So they don't stop him. I'm getting the attempt say since we want to go man. Professor Jenano Pukadman. Or Bushman ko ni beje pa. Ne man na.
So you don't bring those things. Don't bring
ne man na professor.
Don't bring it. You are telling the president
please.
When you are saying that the actors in the
let me take this one.
No, let me finish it.
I'll come back to you.
Oh, let me finish.
You
see the
ne man na professor. Ne man kra
Please.
But Omia is only a doctor. But ne man na professor.
Obekasa.
Organize MPP Côte d'Ivoire branch.
No, you are not being fair. You not being fair.
When you cool down, I'll come back to you.
That would distract me. So you have to stop him instead. Instead. My cousin, grandma, the learned professor is the same age as my grandma. So if I call her my grandma, what's wrong about it?
Okay.
If that's what you choose to do,
but that is disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Because we are my grandma.
You're training yourself for
it's before the grandma. Stop this man.
He's the president of Ghana. You
said Western. So friend on mass
allow him.
And you're fair.
Hold on.
Before the grandma, what's wrong
about
about it? Any part what me yamin and amani. To be fair, grandma, what's wrong about it? Or call your campaign. Do a dinner in China or son and sa.
I'm in Free Central.
Why, Galamsey Queen stress. Queen stress. And what dinner in China. No, we are what's up preaching against destruction. It is a yina yajiatum. Say, baby, I hear Bruno. Let's halt dear. Apart from the regulations that have been set for us, then morally, it's on to us as politicians to also help fight this cause. So, yes, idea. In 30 years, NDC will come. The problem will still be there. So, you're solving it now. You're solving for. So, Park Ninie, come and sign. Come and sign.
You find your politics.
You find your politics. Come and sign so that we can refer to it. You said this.
That's what I'm
Because in any case,
Mamifa
NDC. 2016 manifesto. 2016 manifesto. What they said about galamsey. 2012 instead. 2012. Because they were still in power. Or say, to flush out foreigners who have invaded the small-scale mining sector since the sector is reserved for Ghanaians and will continue to be reserved for Ghanaians. We ask them, was that achieved? Was that achieved? I just say, even though they are lost, say you know I am fat politics now in China. We cannot solve this problem. It young country politicians say omu make statement be near when omu statement omu making no. And what me and solve the problem of galamsey. Let's tell them. Because why you paying? No, China will pay. I'm now because you think say this course I will chat no, it will work or inure to your advantage. It will support anything that is done there. Watch now, it will come and stare at you.
All right, thank you very much, Raf Osewusu and Otin and Kano. Yeah, be rapport honum na ya hwe. We are about Mamba rebuttal about 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Okay, no problem. Yes. But just all Mike and Mammy.
Temunia Raf, but Nensem Bibrio, Eddie Council. Mahama say, Encrophobia or Yachi or Magum because of galamsey or Bobby Yom. Obey you, make a lot of sense. Mahama make his statement, no. Abra ye I shall want. Obekaya, senior minister, Beka say. Say, ye prosecute I shall want a yen yashing film. Name ye expectisika, Oka syndicated loan be free China for. Into ye deportina, ye bet me the exchange someone I free China by. These are public records. In fact, maybe most of the China for Ayachi or Muninano are just deported. But your chick gun and need to say who Keodia, una naka humbi, and ye na ye di moja, yananu moja kunje. Oh,
where's Ashawan?
Ashawan.
Bacho.
Was he not in prison for 4 years? So when you judge
me, Bacho. I'll let you continue for me.
Yes, sir.
It is a statement of fact. Say Aisha was first deported. It is a statement of fact. And Osansu sneaky with even falsified documents.
Yes. And some almost.
Asema American would be anti content. You know Bako. Number 2, China for a touch or more galamsey related issues. Most of them ye deported. And a Domama say, Nagana for na ye na nanum ne do moja ekoji assassin to Homayan. Se foreigner by di assassin so bonia, Yachina is kukrum no ko. But yet KO did na kwakotum. So there is no equity, there is no fairness. Uko broni kroma, yeti wutuntum ni broni na. Why na mrabe di ka akura di no? Ye nyina yetu kwanda, ye nim se de wo sitie. Bebre train mu kura, watena train mu kura no. Tuntum ni wote wa, broni pese obetena wo nchen. O prefer so obedina train nim. Ye witness bi da bia. Enti mahama hwe sa de no see there is no fairness, there is no equity. Kwan ye fa so ayama Ghana fo bi dem no. Enye kwan papa because broni beba be commit crime no awie sika ne de akoni krom na ono de yesi ko krom ba Ghana ni de ye tike o de yesi ko dem ene yesi sa de aye ba Ghana fo nto mo ye nipa at least omo so na ko gi independence no ene ne nya asase ye ti so ye friend o ma Ghana enti as part of say be restructure this whole mining galamsey issues no ye be yi omo na eno no ye kan no a ya ka bone.
Was it the right answer? And I then possibly a beer say about we are in year. Now partner say Obroni biswa ye beer. Why don't you use the
what we are saying? Until ye can say empring. Why are ye first wa ye daily Ghana for ni bi? And ye kwan papa. And utikra na ye ma president be the power so be to grant amnesty. So in the exercise of Mohammed's amnesty. You know, privilege ne dem anoka say some crofo na kwan ye fa so am o dem o bre no enye kwan papa ntimu mpie. Let's restructure the whole mining sector na boni be the wom and they Ghanaians like us.
Okay,
what you say enu ode enu to nchen a o se o normally we are politically motivated. KOD. Now me person me new ebe call because I have a lot of respect for empanophobia now we involved. We Star FM publication October 25th, 2023. Caption wa wo hwe bia o TV so betimi abo. K Poly Pro MPP Group Academic Patrons renew commitment to MPP ahead of election 2024. Let me read some relevant portions. Quote, we are all true committed new patriotic party members who are actively supporting the party's communication activities both on radio and on TV, even though we are not officially members of the party's communication team. Our commitment to the MPP is known to everybody in the region. Therefore, there is no need to explain to you what we can do for the party. Now, I see membership of the group. I see the group membership includes Dr. Solomon Kwatin Fuku, Dr. Smart Sapon, Dr. Edmond Opompepra, and the call the TV. Ishak Chebrobi, among others. So, Opobi are all politicizing the fight against galamsey. Dr. Foucault, on the sea, part of the concerned organized labor, or a card-bearing member of the MPP. Dr. Foucault, so
card-bearing member.
Mami san reading through beauty.
That's also
we are all true committed new patriotic party members. What you are here? Who are actively supporting the party's communication activities both on radio and on TV, even though officially they are not part, but he admitted they are all part and can't be said obi origin in Thank
you very much.
No, maybe form on that subject. Let me by this public event pro. After na near appointed Poyando. So Poyando koke poli. And Okosia MPP lectures na ho. Enti membership no na ye dia to say Dr. Solomon Kwatin Fuku. Dr. Smasapon or sorry or TP say or a neutral person. He's a card-bearing member. Dr. Smasapon is a card-bearing member of the MPP.
So if you are card-bearing, you can be neutral.
How can you be neutral when you belong to a political party? Look at the way. Sir, tape now. Sambobu. Look at the way no one can say who belonging to. Or say organized labor or disorganized labor. Look at the way not bringing the reputation of organized labor down just because he's an MPP member.
Thank you very much. Raf, Mama also time to.
So, Obi a MPP member.
Obi MPP as of today, just allow him.
Charlie, this thing for sure.
Trust me, Raf.
So, Obi a card-bearing member. And 20 million part of organized labor.
And that's all.
So what's the problem here? The entire, the Mahama Beka, Obi and Fini say. In 2014. Mahama now or deporting 124 illegal Chinese miners. It is a no sabe casa some way to the war. See who? He doesn't even mean it.
Yeah, because of galamsey.
Galamsey, illegal miners. They were arrested. And Mahama now. Omo ya buafunti or deporting omo.
It's a super no. Yan.
It won't be some casa.
Yan.
Adentina. Omo ya
So just allow.
Now before no woman there. By inference, there's a for the can. Says Sapa na Mahama echredia. By inference, say. Kwaya galamsey no me ba me you because abofo ba e momko. Anu ti no mugu so ye. Na say nipa we or moral aptitude to talk about so best of galamsey. Oni bikura. And then this is why you are more holier than that. Say, I said, galamsey no MPP time way. Maka when J. Mills was there, I didn't go Jina and Cobram. Now on what it is, the way and so not say. How do we solve it? John Baye, John Mama Baye. What's that fight in be? Say, nay, a simple say, or no, na, I'm riding in a crana. By now, we will not be talking about this. When you issue license, over 1,400 licenses or issue here.
What source of data?
Right. Go to Minerals Commission. Anyway, when assurance office.
Any source.
I didn't know person will be back as a
person.
So you keep quiet.
But some money that data is not source from there.
See. What you
Trust me.
And what are you talking about?
That propaganda no.
What the CEO of Minerals Commission?
Imani crab about
when CEO of Minerals Commission,
no,
a committee,
Why?
government assurance.
What's he saying? Kasai.
Oh,
On
and
that-
they are friends.
My friend, if you don't know, you keep quiet. You can't
He
know
said
everything.
that NDC
Issue
More
license.
number near saying or more issue saying.
Me say,
But what is the
time
source of
for
that
go and
data?
check.
Hold on.
Say,
Hold on for me.
go and check.
Hold on for me. Carry on.
So, am I obi and portray any holier than that attitude? Because that time I issue license, no, not John Mahama, and the president. That time I near China for engaging in illegal mining now. You deport you, no, not John Mahama, and the president. And to say that John Becasset. Ghana for na ya chu oma tum no because o mo ye Ghana for ntie do oma tum na ono de oba obenyi o ma the implication the all can say mun ko ye mun say nsuo no mun say no me ba me yimo en sa adwin we a NDC for kura no they first stop it mine illegal mine John when timi an solve we are doing everything possible. Now you're about me, I say. When I get the opportunity, NDC in their 2012 manifesto, Kyo, you say I'm going to collaborate with a surveillance department so that we'll be able to identify areas minerals in the world. So they had the distraction no so better. 2012, they were in power. What happened? But me, I say, me ba collaboration with the surveillance department. We will be able to identify. I said the bear instead of your best say area in search of gold or ABA. Then they were also talking about said, oh, Ghana for only be one more. Omunya concession now because they don't have money. No must ability to Chinese for no other people because they are not from here. They don't care about the distraction. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say. Me be the mineral bank. Now say if you are into mining, now you need money to go in now. You go and assess money and go into it. Afe, Oba Ashanti Regional, Minerals Commission, KOD, when be your office. Minerals Commission, sector office now be any. This is a now if I want to mine, I just travel to baby any. What's it now? We are bringing it closer to the community.
All right.
Whereby we are setting a new committee here, which will involve Krom Hohine. So say me my back Krom Hohine. And a Krom Hohine.
Well, we are be idea. Oh, well, unia Santiago take FM proposal and whatever. What the all can where is the captain your manifesto? The all can ask you what
oh, as I was your man kasa.
It's in our manifesto. It's in our MPP manifesto. If you care to know, go and see it. That committee, you best set it up. Now, on my issue license, no. Now that committee will involve community chrono. Because on any issue license, he will make sure say. They are state by our rules and regulations and our year.
Thank you very much.
And I believe, sir, we better the illegal aspect of it.
Thank you very much, Ralph Medasipi. My make a message now for Yemra campaign no so. Na yenhwe how things are them na eno de ewo and so and right. So let me pick some few of the messages and then we will continue from here. So more than I can kind of please, good evening. I think government should not should give power to the small scale mining, support them, and they will fight against those spoiling our water bodies themselves, against the chamfine machine needed to be registered and known the cost and what it's going to be used for before selling out to people. Thank you. One for Udin. Anyway, ono edie eno we ese Kofi Ening ewo esio wing. Kode John Mahama said he will give amnesty to those who have been sentenced as a result of galamsey. Please, organized labor, where were you? You could have as well declared strike because of that statement. The hypocrisy is too much in this country. This impending strike will yield no results. The right approach must be tackled. I will go to work on Thursday I'm not striking. Useless strike by useless. Anyway, Yemfa and no NC. Good evening. Say I am. Good evening. I'm Asra from Sehri Asafo. I'm enjoying your show live. Do you know something? I think it is hard time for Ghanaians to stop blaming the president about the act of the galamsey and its effects on this country, because we, the citizens ourselves, are part of it. Most of the guys doing this galamsey are our family members and our friends. Why don't we ask them to stop it rather than putting the blame on the president? Let's sit down and think deep and stop blaming the president. Asra from Sehri Asafo. And my regards to Boomer 1 and Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, incoming president, inshallah. Okay. Ono Edia Ode Abrayanano. Good evening, dear host. Please, NDC man is talking as if galamsey just started today. Meanwhile, during their time, they could not do anything about it. What stops him to say the truth? Safo Owusu Dankwah and Odiwe Abrayang and we say, oh, Mr. Safweji, what kind of hypocrisy is this? The same Professor Frimpong Boateng reported indicted NDC members in this galamsey menace. Why are you not quoting the past that indicted NDC galamseyers? NDC Organized Labor Union, Abraham, Ewo Aguna, and Odiwe Abraham. NDC, the NDC think they are smart. We MPP, we are smarter than them. Anyway, also at the end, good evening. I am disappointed in you this evening because Asafoye said he and you, KOD, cannot arrest the galamseyers, and you agreed with him. Don't you know we have citizens arrest? You, some media are not helping. From Frank Tafo Adompom. Anyway, good evening, Kodi. I'm watching you live from Manson Kwanta. The galamsey canker is like an albatross hanging around the necks of the MPP government. The series of demonstrations against the galamsey menace will not yield any result. The pressure groups should rather sit down with the government and jaw on this thorny issue. A Barumba head teacher, Manso Adwenkyere DA Primary School. Okay, say we and so say, Kodi, please tell the MPP guy to speak louder. Rav Yazekasa ding. Inti na the Ewoho and so I don't know. Good evening, Kodi. If what Asafoye is saying is anything to go by, then since Muhammad's time, Ghanaians have consumed contaminated food, and not only a Kufuor era, because galamsey was heavily operated between 2012 and 16. Nana mwakun enwo ehwa. Nana yada say, please, good evening, Kwabena. Good evening, please. We are watching you from London, Stratford. Please, is the NDC man fighting with you or the views? He's shouting out too much. The shouting won't bring voting. Is it because of elections that galamsey issue is coming up? One for Odin Amma. Anyway, good evening, Kodi. Tell the don't use certain words on my platform to stop his propaganda. NDC never again in Ghana politics. He should. Okay, so let's say some words. Mankind. Watch you live from Ketu South. Ketu South, Nino Edibi Abba. Or say, I watch Honorable Asafoye and I become flabbergasted. They speak like angels, but have forgotten that the same armed robbers that the NDC is forcing Nanado to crack down, NDC will silent go and tell them that Nanado is wicked and want you to go hungry. So if you vote for Hama, we will protect your armed robbery jobs and grant you amnesty. NDC will always be smart in opposition, but cannot be good leaders in government. My name is John Sokpa, Ketu South, Volta region, and Odiwe Abrayang and then Enyumrei. 2 p.m. Wasante Mampong. Or say, I see a sign of victory coming. So all NDC members, let's unite and fight for Mother Ghana because NDC is winning hands down. Please join the winning team. Eyezu, we are using the 8 to break the 8. Greetings to Madam Lawyer Betty Mould Idrisu. 2 p.m. Mampong. And Odiwe Abrayang. Illegal mining from Bright Takwa A. The size is be a brain, you know what you try about. Anyway, so good evening, Kyo. The illegal mining started when former President Atta Mills and Mahama government went to China for $3 billion. Nasha said that illegal mining. In 2017, when President Nana Addo banned small-scale mining, the same Ghanaians and NDC who are making unnecessary noise came and tell the president that he should find a nice way for them to do it. Tell the NDC man that NDC parliamentary candidates in Amenfi West, Joanna, is hugely involved in galamsey. NDC members are hugely involved in galamsey. Please ask the NDC rep for me. Is the NDC members and former president, does the NDC support the total ban of galamsey? Illegal mine. Okay, Bryce Mimusao, some support to now. Good evening, please. Police must arrest Joanna Jan, the NDC PC at Wasa Memphis Central for illegal mining. Hypocrite, greedy NDC, never again. Isaac from Enzima and Yinase and Odeway Abre. Good evening, Mr. Host. I'm not local executive at Offenso, and we are not joining the strike action. I'm Benjamin Offenso, State AGHS. Oh, on the other thing, you know, Kraba. Good evening, Mr. Host. The NDC man is disgracing himself on your show. You are looking at him, George Takrade. Okay, George Sudia or the Abren. Good evening, Kyori. Tell the NDC man to calm down and talk. He will get pressure. Alasan Al Ahmed. Okay, and Oduwe Abren. Good evening, hosts. The MPP man in your studio is making on sound analysis, because you cannot make that of destruction of galamsey to driver and a mate. Nanafin Ewokaswa, yes, that one I agree with you. Did you stop? Is that some catcher or say Obia or no akodi bonene names were the bonene evidence or they say betting action?
It will call court to produce evidence.
So to be produced, I say better. Anyway, I want to ask the NDC that Mahama brought China people in our country. Did he stop them? Hey, I ask him. Anyway, the rest I'll come and pick them as and when. A dozen, 1,000 in a gumuha. Right, me go campaign so. Nafi yenshwe. This time I shall say for Raf in the next about 10 minutes. Mami ntio, we made the time atoso. Na yenhwe. So far, so 2 months to election 2024. Are you breaking the 8 that Mahama has, or he has stopped your breaking the 8?
Okay. Where the realize I took as a tin. Then, and also make a show. But KOD, we are not relaxing and we are not stopping until the declaration of the results. And no, based on the Yama Ghana for Atiasi. You see, on said Nana do Adia Bakwa, me pay on Nana do Hone say, there be our cancer. Dear near Pessia Yen, Yantimia and Yenina. When you wait in Army and Timia and Yenina. But, me dear Brant ye be bar, on those who cry na Adwenkyere or de Beboa. It the Ghana for when say, almost share. Sa brantie na nanado e kana sem boa or the boy aboye vice president na you almost say, oh, yehu nanado as president, yehu John Mahama as president, yehu Baumia as vice president, the contribution, so let's give him an opportunity as a president, then we can assess of a John Nanado and a Dr. Baumia. Okay. So Ghana for and no cry yet the actual Ghana for any numa pa ya yeninti. Ama Ghana for a reshemu say ma MPP for another opportunity. They will deliver. And no na me are confident because KOD say who court now no man for a din komo. Now omo kan faswa omo nya free aban we mu a. Emma wani je say wa ban aba na timi serve Ghana for odomuta. KOD na me ba na hwe. Who say national health. Omo de package ni mebre aka ho. So now sickle cell. Sickle cell ya de na eha Ghana for mebre pa. After dialysis. Age category B, Eddie Abeka. Say ye ba apomudin sema. And Ukraine say enka COVID eya expose. And Nanado took that bold decision. Said, let me put up all these hospitals. Said there be AD health delivery. And as I speak, everywhere you go, every district that you go, say about health delivery, there's no government under this Fourth Republic. And let me put up health infrastructure. It's in MPP. Now, there I can say, even though we say government is a continuum, but NDC cannot tell me, when I for JT, Ashanti region hospital almost 30 years, it was in operation. But we can count them. Count them. Hey, you come on some quanta 40 beds. Okotrade, Sabronum, Drobonso, Anomanje. Nini now on Vamed. Vamed is there? I am interrogating me. I am interrogating.
No,
So you search for it. You don't interrogate. Interrogate me. Mansun Quanta. Go there.
What's the name of the hospital?
Mr. Mansun Quanta District Hospital is there. So about health delivery. Yet Ghana and a runway. Overly. It's an international airport. And I would say, Ashanti region, me who say business no money jo. Inti memma ye airport no through international status. So that you can move straight to wherever you want to go and do your business. And that's a magnificent structure that we see at the airport. Yeah, by and health issues here. You see, my men near Jeremo. So I'm a hospital no more work. The first lady of this country. Okay, can now go and see what is happening there. You buy ye Kumasi for Ashanti region. A dear Bako, pa de Biobiasu, Yakwayo. And there, so no near be a Kushia baby na Kiodi. You are arguing about issues, sir. On what me being a no, it make us rough, a quiet dear. My JP. Kiodi and me, a constituency. So free IPT. True to a sense, a cropon. And I remember it took me like 20 minutes.
What do?
Kiodi is what na buakwa kwai soda. President Kufuor Jaho 8 years. Bra ya bre wo kwa we so. Maybe not no of a foku ebesra me. I said, Ralph, you best start the program at 10. I said, me simu says and I'm so far. There you say there 30 minutes you are there. And you believe a bra yenia you take that enclave. And you more go beyond the region. Sa near my ye. And don't forget about the free SHS program. KOD, my child there was 15 years. Now, my sister do registration time. Obeka say school no, it has been turned to adult education. Parents are abba, ebe pacho. See your mom kind no tuya registration installment. Now you see, so when to men tuya that's a resource bar, KOD. Just how block your resource. And you found cranny as someone like it's not down. You take your own photograph, you register me free. And Ghana for any job. Could you remember when I went to University of Ghana? Now my papa, my name say, Snitch Low, wa guarantee am a nipa 3. Na neba. Masa, low na bo, me call around 0. Adenya me papa. I guarantee I'm a nipa more than 3. And then, with your Ghana card, you go in there and you assess it without a guarantor. If this option is there, then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, we are disabled. He is giving you a scholarship to school fully at the tertiary level. people with disability. Oma som, oma ni agye ho. We yet niema eba beboa amoma setena akoso. And we went for a program B. It was Sophia. And a young guy was, oh, say, na near war for a second year, free SHS, no, I'm a 2 year no. I say, Ralph, there be kai partner me yana say, oh, won't pay school fees no. Yabo Badria near no. Yes, our papa and Kerma. And I would say, Eti Unuya was saying a do a chia or my benefit to be. As I say, last one was second year. Saskano, a beer, ka, Minko University. But it is helping. Doc say, now, I dear Bakuma, Abba, let us say, John say, me ba, betting tax, me year free ho, no more Juma Koso. Kodi, me no tea, and tis a walk fele, your friends a passport. Now your busa say Juma Bear. Wait about your betting, say Juma. And you say, you're decoding Eba near Trini Ghana for me boom 1 million. What's Ghana? What's Kumasi? Now you employ a woman for so. The same funa and Kaudi Trabet. I risk Kakaka woman. What is in Chebia? I brought your her filling station. At the
okay.
Now what is her? Now for now, Kaudi Trabet. What they are engaging in coding. Now a discabro. A better bet scano. I risk free. Ghana for me bunu Kaudi. Ajiato. All right. And Ghana for a share san near Maya. You're there to 1. And you see, dear Ama Okono. I a ding, Ama Jomahama. And I say, oh, it's glaring. You see, the message is as important as the messenger. It's Ghana for Busase, Enra. What can I say? Enra, when your opportunity no, or your day, and then, or your day, and all kind of.
Thank you.
It is a case of Memo Juma. Then quickly they ask, Nanya Papa in your castle here, Juma. What's one your magician? And your papa way na yenu paying for. Omu Juma 3 years. Or 2 omuka 3 months was umpio, and ye Juma. And yes, papa way, and ye papa mo ye ma memo. I used to light, and you are Juma. Dumso. Na question be ami busane say. Tell my dumso buy no. You rajo mama say it's because they charge phones too much. Young compare 7 years ago KOD. Any. Young have phones are you charging with fee. All right. And think can I join the whole dia. And they can light me bimpo.
Thank you.
I'll come back to you. I know that Ghana for vessel. Now and more Rachel say, let's give Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who is yet to become a president. But a Niama was 20. Told the man for in chat room. And then I'm missing this kind of movie. And I'm Maza, well, I know tell you so. Was not saying probability one more. Mr. Bema, you are covered.
Thank you very much.
I'm sending.
Thank you.
This is what Ghanaians are looking out for.
You hear the campaign, how things are going, and how the responses and feedback also at here.
Okay. So KOD, also me start everybody we na. Baumia is captured on video on Untumi radio, admitting say omobeto interoperability. Okra ya aware mo muka say contract no. Sika bi wo mu na ya bloating ya so they had to renegotiate. So it wasn't
it was renegotiated.
Any novel idea, it is not a brainchild of Dr. Baumia. He met it. Number 2, all starting or challenge me. Or say me challenge us for J say on can one hospital or musia or complete your Ashanti region. Onu wie no be kan man so kwanta vamed project. One was a document we Ministry of Health contract register as at April 2024 update on infrastructure project. Now oba project no can commence in September 2021 but is captured as ongoing. I checked on their performance tracker
Oman capture no completed. So as we speak
when was this performance
please. And what I am saying is on your own performance tracker, which a year communication and information minister handle, and say a completed. It is our challenge now with the man say, please. Evidence contrary to because carry on. You free MPP for Abra on launch tracker. They will keep updating it as we speak. According to information minister and communication department. And you're completed. According to this document produced by the health ministry, and you're completed. Now, number 2.
Hold on.
Where year 2024.
Dates.
April. Wait. Comprehensive document capture all
completed and as a
project completed they ongoing. Me search one. Me sanso call omo performance tracker so.
And you completed.
And also you completed.
Anyway.
You can do your own search. PCA here.
Yeah. I'm checking my
Number 2. Also can throw me to go and
men can't
just allow
no
man making the submission.
Tell me what you have
and try I'll
correct.
Airport na si ono and I kokoye tarmac ne light bi keke enya no kre.
It's true.
Now apart from phase 1 na Kumasi airport ye na ayeye tarmac no etoto generator si ho. Offer doctor we a parliamentary memorandum submitted by the Honorable Minister for Finance. Date of the call parliament here 25th 2018 July 2018. We a request for exemptions blah blah blah. Now KOD offer document now call page 2 paragraph 2.0. Me person wa kan ba bia ma
paragraph 2.0.
I read the home.
Background information. It will be recalled that Cabinet and Parliament of Ghana granted approval in 2016 for the development of the Kumasi International Airport Phase 2 through the following.
Good. So, Kenuforiata, oye omampani, ema miniaba, ona ne Ghana for yesika semso as a 2018 core parliament. Was it phase 2 of the Kumasi International Airport? One of the Musika. Was it one of the Musika?
It was the document was signed 2016.
Good. Yes. So time linking na me kakra kanu. Where should your parliamentary handed on for the day now 31st October 2016. Day now you approve loan na nkasa on the floor of parliament. Enu nie Tamale Airport na you captured wa. Tema Akosombo railway line ning na you captured wa we hands up. So you can check. Please. So please allow me to make my point. I thought you said I thought now now number 2. Also claiming no ma enya no credit ma Dr. Baumia. We 2017 budget. Date in yes and KO Dishade wa dey we our we date 2nd March 2017. Yes we about we in on January 7th. We March now fi no ma 2 months no the budget we call. Tie de omo ankasa kan fa online passport. Omo sorry omo person omo claim say Dr. Baumia na paragraph 268 page 57 of the 2017 budget will be able to download be a public document. Tiede can Ufuriata can 2016 was to improve the processes for passport application and acquisition and eliminate the role of middlemen. The ministry launched an online passport application service.
Launched.
Yes, an online application service talking about what had taken place in 2016 under Mahama. And so be better now. Interoperability and an online application service and a digitalization. Sometimes they don't know.
Document in 2017.
March
2017.
So Onim said you read budget. What meba. Normally when sa budget we hear the kwa you look at 2016 performance, then we are following up with the outlook for 2017. Ebia na follow. Say yes because who buy 2 months. 2 months now why then? Yes, we in number point is more point you. Now parliamentary approval. So please, intimate say processes. And you won't go download be. Oh, you're cracking not challenge me. Simple. You don't make noise and disrupt what I am saying. Now, almost answers you about road infrastructure near the idea. or the biggest. Then even in terms of maintenance, me war 2017 budget no ha. And I made and I'm saying 2024 budget. Wait, can for yata and ekasa enyame can for yata do akufo do aban chen or your direct beneficiary. Ni ma mini abani o mampani. Do one on a custodian of all these documents.
Let's carry on.
So superior to what Ken says. What I'm saying is in 2017, 2016 performance, or say road rehabilitation and maintenance program. The ministry maintained its focus on routine and periodic maintenance activities to protect the huge investment made by government in the provision of road infrastructure. In 2016, now mami, routine maintenance activities were undertaken on 10,722.49 kilometers of trunk roads network, 16,183 kilometers on feeder road network, and 9,384 kilometers on urban road network. It continues. Yes, 479 kilometers. Yes, also by 642 kilometers. Yes, also 137 kilometers of trunk roads, 477 of feeder roads, and 642. Now, in 2024, Mwankasa budget, which is the last budget of Modiako Parliament. Or say, page 130, paragraph 724. TDA, finance minister, new one, TDA. Or say, Mr. Speaker, where 2023 performance and outlook for 2024. Or say, Mr. Speaker, the routine maintenance activities of the Ministry of Roads and Highways comprising grading, pothole patching, shoulder maintenance, and vegetation control has been carried out on 4,809 kilometers of trunk road network, 8,984 kilometers of feeder road network, and 2,318 kilometers of urban road network. In graveling and blah, 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 or say we 49, 327, 148 trunk, blah, blah, we. Oka 2016, the end boomer. Oka almost 40,000. Oka way boomer. Emru 25,000. And rumpo.
That is maintenance.
Of course. But it's all reported your Maya. What am I saying?
They are talking about construction.
Wait. 40,000 because
40,000.
Wait.
And we are I think that
please. Yes, Mami.
What I am saying is that 14,000 has been challenged by minority. Oko road ministry nankasa data available on the road
ministry.
Please.
I also present.
It is on their website. Oko a little over 4,000 and or more capital road ministry. Now, me and I'm not ready budget. Finance minister na de call ya Kufuado appointee. It is our information be a papa person Ghana for nyina hunu and parliament is the house of records. I was a koto na ye permanent. I was all the same. Etimakatro say we Ministry of Roads and Highway, and he reported on what they have done. Why didn't he capture the 14,000 you are claiming? If it is true, why didn't he put it in the budget? Nanko parliament a official record. And the budget is a public document. Everybody can access it. Now, what they are looking in China? We document Ghana Health Service. Almost 2016 annual report, published in June 2017. Interestingly, it was forwarded by who? Dr. Anthony Nsiasare. Ono and the tro or health manifesto maumo. The OTA can be in Nsiasare and the trauma. Oko chapter 5 of that report to page 20. Tidiokawa. Or say Ghana Health Service supported the external aid coordination, the capital investment management, and various other project implementation units of the Ministry of Health to plan, develop, implement both new and existing 10 key health projects. Projects supported in 2016 were the University of Ghana Teaching Hospital project at Legon, or Trose completed. Now they have started lying. Say never completed, but me pese ke odi uhwe bi wa or the shower said
completed.
Where ya Tony Nsiasare o ono na advise the president on health na numasem e superior than RAF. Now Osanso Bao says the civil works component of Bogatanga Regional Hospital Rehabilitation Project Phase 3 Phase 3 was completed. Now I know important or say a 500 bed military hospital started at Afari in the Ashanti region in 2014 is 75% completed. Wait, mama, come on, what would be able to say by phobia Pentecost? I'm sorry, them. Now, Matria sign. Now,
Wait, not there.
Okay, or say Eurojet hospitals now. Almost no mama debate about on the T. Eurojet hospital project is constructing 2 regional hospitals and 6 district hospitals. The project size are Kumasi, Wasalaga, blah 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 blah. And or say it is 80% complete. All projects are at roofing levels.
The one site is 80%.
Please
read what is there. The one site. Read. You are jumping. The one site is 80%.
Remember, all projects are at roofing levels except Salaga.
Read that.
Wait,
the one site.
Say, and your report we are not in NDC na ye 500 bed hospital. Okay, university. Any or say construction of please,
Pastor.
Unim chain Anthony Nsiansaya. This is a report published by your own appointee under your own regime. So what are you talking about? What you say? Any or say construction of 500 bed. Your kind is it a fair comment? When I have them, I've shown you a document.
Where you are jumping?
Jumping what?
Mami has somebody. Let me see. Mami.
However, the one site.
Hold on. University of Ghana Teaching Hospital project at Legon completed. The civil works component of the Bolgatanga Regional Hospital Rehabilitation Project Phase 3 was completed. A 500-bed military hospital started at Afari in the Ashanti region in 2014 is 75% completed. Eurojet Hospital project is contracting 2 regional and 6 district hospitals. Okay. G, construction of 500-bed teaching hospital at KNUST. Wankaso completed. It's not stated.
There is never completed.
A new maritime hospital at Tema was completed and handed over. Okay. Orayo project is constructing 1 district hospital, whatever. Okay. The Kwabena Hospital was due for completion in 2000. Is still suspended. Okay. Hospital in Secondary Garu.
I hope that may present and young related to Ashanti region. Now, no, I mean 1 minute.
No,
please.
First one.
Now, where your annual debt management report submitted to Parliament by Ken Oforiatta. Now, Kumasi Central Market Project, a NDC project. And to Oshawaha, where Kumasi Central Market Development, Sika 172.5 $500 something $1,000 in T and no one. Indeed, MPP should never lay claim to KGTR and the central market, a NDC project. 2 now, KO the missing form no meba or the chairman, meba. Oba page 35 of the same report. Maria no share. Or say list of loans signed in 2016. List of loans signed in 2016. Kumasi Market Phase 2, which is the central market, Deutsche Bank, and the same amount is here. Where you can Oforiatta and Diako, on the custodian of all these records, for the last time, MPP Nyai, central market. Okay, Odi, me ba. What's the meaning of wrapping up? Keodi, me 30 seconds. Keodi, me Keodi, Germany, me 30 seconds, not more than.
I'll give you the last.
Yes, I will the money. Keodi, where you MPP 2020 manifesto. So we'll beat me authenticated because of more. Now, we download there page 9 of 2020 manifesto. On the economy, paragraph 1.1. Or say between 2017 and 2019, over 2 million full-time equivalent jobs were created in the public and the private sector, private formal sectors. And our breakdown of Ajuma created also over 2 million. Now, from 2020 to 2024, NSA, Mume accounted for 2017, ABC 2024, Ajuma created. But Omiako UPSC was saying 2.1. What it means is that from 2019, ABC 2024, MPP and created no job.
Thank you, Asafoji. Medasi.
Now, from 2019, ABC 2024, MPP and Timian created a single job.
Thank you, Medasi, Asafoji. Raf.
Keodi. You see, because it's not how much you shout.
Can I say it? Can I say? You are confused.
What's routine maintenance?
And
What's the routine?
The data now person can WhatsApp. Me source when. Me make us say na me dey hear share.
Ministry of Roads and Highway. I'm reading from.
He's reading from WhatsApp. He's reading from WhatsApp.
That documents can't be on WhatsApp.
Please, documents on WhatsApp. What are you talking about? What could be on WhatsApp? Shame on you. So dishonest and disingenuous. I have printed documents here. Oh, show documenter. What's a WhatsApp? Obi dia send you. And I will be abeke. What? No. WhatsApp.
It's not word document.
Where is your source?
It's not a word document.
Word document can be on anybody's
word document. And you WhatsApp.
But you see, it's a document sent to him on WhatsApp.
Okay.
It's a document sent to him on WhatsApp. It's a source. And your document that will be a paper machine so now over the country. My breeding parliamentary records are out. So the document I could be a WhatsApp. Very, very dishonest.
Routine maintenance.
And no more saying.
Me make a choir is there for everybody.
Not yeah, wouldn't be choir.
Say me say I will contact to a bossy.
Disprove what I have said.
It's there for everybody.
May say disprove what I have said.
Yeah, Ghana and a Jomama say what maintenance brigade.
Take them we go see Abraga dance.
Maintenance brigade.
A new road.
Omuwe na maintenance on my attend the total asphalt Ghana in our.
Do you know the total? 78,000 kilometers. Do you know the total?
Dear Mekane say,
stick to facts.
We Jay enter me hospital back.
Now what you ready? Mansum Quantadian is not completed.
Me say, Tradia is completed. So Bonum is completed. Drop on so. Now what?
We now boy. We now boy. On your tracker, it says a different thing.
Anomanji is completed.
Say Anomanji is completed.
Yeah, I say, and now you started Kumewu. Yeah, we started from a different place altogether.
How?
As you speak,
the same source of funding.
As you speak,
nothing changed.
According to Dr. Nsiasari, I'll say they sought for funding to complete on my network.
Maybe.
So please, let us afford get this. Me say, on me Ashanti region, hospital NDC statue we. And your kind, he's talking about University of Ghana Hospital. University of Ghana Hospital, wouldn't be able. Legon Ashanti region.
Now, Bubo, VSHS, never our time I know probability. No, probability limited to time now kick out for way. So please, you can't approbate and reprobate.
Please, yes.
Also, we like that.
It's the can say all sectors. And ya feel at the end of the whole be a hobby.
So KOD, one of Dr. Nsiasari. This is the document from Health Ministry on Kumawusa NMS Hospital. Contraction of Kumawu Hospital. Executive firm starting in a NMS Infrastructure Limited. Funding source starting in a Barclays Bank PLC, London. Date of commencement November 2012. Anticipated date of completion associate March 2021.
When was Kumewu completed? When was Kumewu completed?
Was it anticipated?
When was it completed?
Make us say completed.
When if you see where before Friday?
The month came. I specifically asked him about Kumewu.
You don't have the facts, so you keep quiet.
You keep quiet. Now you are using 2024. Health Ministry is still saying, say, source of funding is signed. These are the records.
Reference
at one rate, you are using Dr. Nsiasari. Ashanti region, that's all money. And I'm say, it's wherever you read it from, it is glaring for people to see. So the people appreciate what we have done, and that's it. Now, so for Jay, who said, when Sosola road, it was mentioned in almost all the budgets. The fact that a project is mentioned in a budget does not mean, sir.
Budget. I read to you the Ghana Health Service report. I read to you the Ghana Health Service report, uttered by your own appointee. Anthony Sasa is slow NDC for. And Obeka say, Maya Ferry. Obeka say, Maya 500 bed hospital work in University. Osroyen. You should be ashamed of you are sitting here contradicting your own superiors. Memory. Who contradicting Anthony Sasa? Who, in terms of politics, is higher than you? Because the documents that I read are not coming from me.
Please,
obviously.
Just allow him.
And obviously, you better catch them and say, but on or yeah, continuously. And that's all you know. And your book must be
Hey,
Santa Region phone him say, Astrotech. Almost every area in Ashanti region, Okwa Astrotech is there. Do I need to read from a book? It's there. Everybody knows it. Obia Nimse MPP by, and we have created two KUSC. They have created the satellite campus at Obuasi. Is it in any book? It's there for everybody to know. MPP by, and school infrastructure. Oko Jachi, as we speak now. STEM, Jachi, STEM girls.
Now, education
as you speak.
Just allow when you some Miss Garman.
This one is not in book. It's not in book. I can't bem cry. You don't even come.
Young throw talent, you know, platform. Over friend next week on education. Next week Tuesday, evening on education. What say Kasa?
Inland Port. It has been on the drawing board.
And the way more
now go there. Now, Okaze, the approval was sought for. Whatever. Maternity now no. It was approved in 1979.
And at 2013, read the budget.
It was approved by any. So a project may be approved. A project may be approved, but it does not necessarily translate into the structure.
Nani again on one basis.
So who get here, me say? Who get here, me say?
Yes.
It is all catch here, me say. It was in the budget that a loan agreement has been signed.
I cited the annual debt management report of 2016. I did not sign the budget.
That
also, why are you confused? Why are you dazed? Why are you dazed?
The number was
documents are flashes and Minusu budget. I use the annual debt management report.
The loan was sought because it was your government.
By no budget too.
Sort it.
And no budget. Any budget.
Debt management.
Debt management report on the airport.
On
the airport, no.
Wasn't in the budget.
A request for
wasn't in the budget.
And all stated
wasn't in the budget. Wasn't there a loan?
What I know is that
wasn't there a loan? Kwabena Owusu Parliament. Kwabena Parliament. Now Parliament.
You are confused. You are just mixing up the issues.
So Ghana for your way. Ashanti region for your way. When the project was started, anytime you read, there's no contradiction anywhere.
Akufo-Addo is responsible for phase 3 of the Kumasi airport. Phase 1, phase 2, Domahama. No debate about it.
Phase 1.
Kumasi
everyone in Ashanti region, when the phase 2 was started.
Because
stop that, please. When it was started. So to better when it was sought, the agreement, loan agreement. When was it started? That's it. Why? Tema runabout, no. When was the agreement sorted? And when was it completed?
Tema runabout, man. Tema runabout.
Tema runabout away.
Was it Tema runabout? Tema runabout.
I friend saying.
There be Tema runabout. Kodi Unimakra. Tema runabout way.
Tema runabout. Now
Tema runabout. When me ko Tema dabia. Tema runabout way.
Motorway runabout.
Motorway na than runabout. Same on you. When you guase. Tema motorway runabout. And now what you say Tema runabout. When you guase. You feel ashamed. What you say? What you say? Tema motorway than runabout. Maza Mayanka. What say Tema motorway runabout? What say Tema motorway runabout?
Tema motorway and
A runabout.
and there, don't you go to a runabout?
A runabout, yeah.
So what's it?
Yeah.
So say me kase.
After the motorway, and you after the motorway, runabout.
You don't know anywhere.
After the motorway, runabout in a way. Ubeko state, Ufasi ya Oko Habo. Ufani state ya Oko Afla. You don't know it. You kwa krate. Oko krate. I apply that road.
80. It is there for everybody to know.
It runabout.
Oh, as of what day? Get to me. For me too.
If you fret, KOD, we are not begrudging anyone. Yes, say any man MPP by is there for everybody to see, and we are telling Ghanaians say, based on what we have been able to do, and no, and that's what we are talking about.
Thank you.
You see, from sector to sector, bring what you have done. Let us also bring ours. I'm talking about the road contrasting that we have done, and you are talking about the routine maintenance.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
talking about the hospitals that have been built in Ashanti, and you are talking about Lagos.
Brother, thank you very much. Oh, MPP by David Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, and also Eddie Aronom. I'm watching you live. Tell the NDC man that God bless him. He should teach good works of the NDC. All right. Good evening, Kyodi. Please, you see everything wrong with the statement of Honorable Joe Wise, but do not see anything wrong with the former president said. For him, government should take him on, knowing it's not possible. Why didn't ask Joe Wise should be taken on by the government, but you chose to chastise him yourself? Kweku Buahin sat on UTV to say that his work at the galamsey side resulted in MPP losing most of the mining area seat, and that he's going to continue this year. The media and the organized labor is silent on it. From Eric. Okay, Eric Edase. Please tell us of OJ to be decorous. No amount of interruption can change our minds of voting for Bawumia. We are no more blind villagers. Bawumia has put screen on us. Jack Ewobwase Edie Enono. We say PC no didn't picture about to her anyway. We say good evening, Mr. Raphael Owusu. I would like to ask you. You mean the whole MPP board want to say that it's only illegal mining this that has spoiled the water bodies around the country? What about the small-scale mining where they are not spoiling our water bodies and they were mining rocks around the country? I don't understand your message so well. Okay, NDC is fond of supporting people that do evil and granting them amnesty for political gimmicks like Muntie 3, people rubbishing our Supreme Court to the extent of assaulting them sexually. Ray, and Odiwe Abba. Hello, good evening. I want to ask the NDC man, in 2021, 2022, 2023, this organized labor, where were they? And it's left with just 2 months to go for elections. They are now going on strike because of galamsey. This is politics. They should stop what they are doing. I am Naja Frank, watching you live from Ajaraja, Bawumia, all the way. Okay. And also at the MPP 3 being a fee, then sorry you may so. MPP are saying, we say good evening, KOD. Benjamin Owusu from Nigeria. To be honest with you, this MPP is never serious at all. Why have they given over 1,000 licenses to illegal mining, and they are destroying the whole water bodies in Ghana? And they are still calling the name of NDC. Who are not in power for 8 years now? The NDC are part of the galamsey. So if the NDC are the people in the mining, will Nanado leave them even for 1 minute? God will deal with the bad government in Ghana sooner or later. Okay, MPP cannot help this country. Bibi from Asinfosu at the Enom. And Pope John Paul from Elubu. Why Mahama still number 1? Okay, and also Edin. Cody asks us of a game. Which regime did Aisha 1 come to Ghana? 2005. He should give us a break. NDC has nothing good for Ghanaians. And Cody, you should know it's not the moderator of the show. Greetings to MPP members of Bono East region, especially Jackie, Obanwa, and Kransa North. On that note, we bring the curtain down on today's show. Madam Rav, the time is on. Rav, me my time. I gave you that time. I gave you the time.
And Kransa 4. This time around, Mama Harriet Kwan, no so much do bit my yama.
So Muntuntia a Charles Usu.
All right, but that's it. Meda Raf or say
but for the records, Mrs. Joanna Jan is not engaged in galamsey.
Oh no, oh yeah, galamsey. Oh no,
thank you very much. Alex Kweku Asafweje, a communicator at the National Democratic Congress. Na afi Raf Osewusu, a secretary Achuma Mwabeja North.
Why Mona or Mampon health insurance? She said, I'm not going to say. We know so and any birthday.
All right, HR. You better queer piece as I be akwasi or no energy with the bro. Go to pass a camera no a chi. And I'm not Kwame Sunday here sound and my Whitney and a directly show no at my MCR or more a boy. Yakramo, Yame Adoma, and remember Satianka. Bye bye.